Earnings seasons continue, and Airbnb is the next one I am deep diving because there's a lot of money on the table. I think Airbnb is going to have an explosive move to the upside, but let me do my deep dive and confirm that. Let's dig right in. So first things first, disclaimer, this is a trade I'm doing not for anyone else to follow and replicate, as options are very risky. If my pick is wrong, I will lose my entire investment. That's the point of this. I either lose it all or I make a whole bunch of money. This is not financial advice and not recommended. So far, I've done 3 earnings options. All 3 have been correct. Okay, so now we're doing Airbnb. Earnings come out tomorrow, May 3rd, after market closes. So we're going to go over all of the possible scenarios, what is going to happen, what is most likely to happen, because I need to make money in options because it's earnings season. Let's dig in. So the obvious first move is, what are the analysts saying? Are they saying it's buy or sell? Let's try and get an edge there. They're saying it's a buy. All of these analysts are saying that that's the majority, and we have an analyst rating of 197. Airbnb is trading at $148 right now. About 50% upside back to the top to where Airbnb was trading when they initially IPO'd and ran up very aggressively. The bottom has been tested and failed, so I'm going to remove this. We no longer need that on there. We have no more supports for Airbnb, so these earnings are critical. So let's jump into their earnings and see how they did last month and the months before. Looking at quarterly earnings, we could see we are starting to arc here. We do have an estimate right now of -25, so they're looking to post a loss, even though the last 3 quarters they posted beats. Prior to that was a loss. So they are trending down. If we pull this up here, we could see that we had the loss, but then we started to curve up, and then we peaked out, and now we're coming back down. Typically, we would flatten out and then head back up. That's how a typical chart would move, and it's Airbnb. It's not some rinky-dink Kmart. This is a good company. A lot of people use this company. So same here, coming down, flattening out, and then we're going to run up. Now, it could be a slight beat or a big win. One of the two, because estimates are low. They're below 0. So they're saying to take a loss. And I love when estimates are low. If this estimate was higher, I'm probably most likely going puts because of the times we're in. Now, I am deciding between puts or calls, so I need to see what other people are thinking. What are they looking to do? So we're going to look at put-call ratios on bar chart. And if I'm looking to do, probably May 6th would be the one. Open interest more on the call side. Volume so far today, more on the call side. So calls are in favor of what investors are thinking is going to happen. So that's a bullish sign for calls, because my initial thought was calls, and so far the case is being proven. Let's put some notes on here. So, and I typically stick around the same type of format when I'm doing these deep dives on options, so you could kind of get a feel of the areas to check on these companies and what you should be watching for when deciding whether a call or put is more favorable. Also, just buying the stock, that's good as well. So we have no put pros yet, which I like. I have no interest in Airbnb. I do like the company. I've used the company, but I don't care. I'll do puts or calls. But right now we're leaning more towards calls. Let's see what else we could check here. Financials are probably going to be flat or slightly bullish. So May 6 options for Airbnb. We are looking at pretty pricey. Now we're looking for a nice size move, because I want affordable options that won't wreck me if I'm wrong. So let me see how Airbnb moves when earnings come out. So previous earnings right here, we had a nice little spike, this big blue candle right here of a 7% move. So that is a move from 178 to 191. That's about a $12 move. So if I look at options here, we're at 149, so we'll be around 162. So I can move to 160. We're looking at a $300 and $350 option. So let me put that on the sheet here. So that's our call option. And now for puts, if we're looking to do puts, same thing, May 6th. Let's actually look at a couple others and get another idea here. This was a 12% move. So big moves on Airbnb when this stock goes 178 to 199. That's a $21, $22 move. Huge move. So this could even go much further. We could even go to 170. So 170 is far, $138. I'm not going to do that. I would rather play the 160s. I think that's a decent move. If I buy this on earnings day, maybe an hour or two before earnings, if we're trending down is what I'm looking to buy. I'm looking to buy it on a discount. I'll buy this $350. It might be cheaper if the markets keep diving, so I'm getting discounts. Previously, it was $518 per contract. Now it's $345. I'm getting a big discount from what people paid yesterday on this option. If you want to know when I do execute my play and when I do buy this, you have to jump in the Discord. Links are in the description, and you'll get an alert right to your phone. Bing! It'll say, hey, retire young, just bought the contract at this price. Tell you exactly when it happens, so you could follow exactly when I buy. All right, so let's put this down here for puts, May 6th. We're going to say a $10 move the opposite way. So those are my two options. I'm looking to buy one or the other. I'm obviously leaning more towards calls, but let's look at some metrics about the company and see if the company is growing as far as user growth, people visiting the Airbnbs, etc. So average host earns around $9,600 annually. If you're looking to rent out your house, you can make $10,000 a year. That's pretty nice. Guests have booked over 1 billion stays. Over 4 million hosts have listings on Airbnb. That's huge. We could see the quarterly revenue growth through the roof. There are 5.6 million global listings, 100,000 cities, and over 200,000 countries and regions. Massive numbers here for Airbnb. There's no one bigger for renting out your own house. So right here, we have major holders. We have 22% of shares held by insiders, people working for the company. We have institutions that are buying the company, 60%. That's a nice number. Percent held by institutions of the float, 75%. Number of institutions holding, 1,300%. That's a lot of institutions investing in Airbnb. FMR is the biggest with 22 million shares, then Vanguard, Morgan Stanley, BlackRock's on there, all the big guys. So overall, I'm leaning more towards calls, so I'm going to get rid of puts here. 160 strike for May 6th costs $350. It's even cheaper now. It's $302. So the discounts keep coming. I might even drop it down and get a 157. So again, if you want to see exactly what I buy, because I'm not buying it today, I want to wait till tomorrow. I think the markets are going to continue to fall down. Buy an hour before earnings come out. Big pop after hours, and then I'll sell the next morning. Or if earnings are bad or slight miss, it's going to be ugly. I'll probably lose my entire investment. That's why I'm only doing small contracts, $300, $400 contracts. I'm okay with losing that. The upside is much greater. Eventually, they start to hit, and the losses outweigh the wins, but the wins are much bigger. So that's it. Thanks for watching. If you like these type of videos, hit the thumb up, hit the subscribe button. Don't forget, when you hit that button, it's going to do magical things. It's going to help you get a little bit closer to retiring young.